Want to talk today about marketing to millennials. This very powerful group represents about 1/4 of the U.S. population. They've got about 200 billion a year in purchasing power. A lot of times, when you hear the term millennial, a lot of people get into this stereotype of thinking it's later teens, early 20s. No, it really is a group that goes all the way up to about age 34, 35 at this point. And the key thing you need to know is traditional advertising just isn't going to work with this group. If you look at some of the characteristics and why certain strategies and mindsets become more important, there's just a few things to know. One is they're not influenced by ads. Only 1% of them would say that a very compelling ad, just 1%, will tell you that if they saw a compelling ad, it would cause them to trust a brand more. And as we've talked about before, getting people that moment of trust is a requirement before they get to that moment of truth and actually buying from your brand. When it comes to how they connect and learn about your brand and your company, only 3% of them actually go to traditional media. The rest of them, the first place they go is they go to their peers. They then go to blogs, and then some of them will refer to that. But over 3/4 of them look to social networking, their friends or peers, what's being said about your brand as their first resource. Then about 33% or so go to blogs, all the way down to 3% for traditional advertising. The other part is you'll hear a lot of people saying content is king. Well, the problem in marketing to millennials is they view authenticity above content. Short version, if they don't trust you, they don't care how great your content is because they're not going to pay attention to it. So you've got to build that trust first and be authentic in what you're doing. The other part of it too is you can't just get into the mindset of broadcasting on social media. Millennials expect that brands will engage with them on social media. 62% of them are more likely to be loyal customers if they're engaged on social media by a brand. And while there's a very notable stigma that this age group, these millennials, are not brand loyal, exactly the opposite is true. They're very brand loyal. They just have to trust you first. The other element of it that you want to consider is they really want to be involved. It is very much a we culture. They want to be involved with your brand in co-creating things. 42% of them say they want to take part in developing products, developing ideas. That's a big portion of them that want to be a part of what you're doing. So when you look at building word of mouth and brand advocacy, that authentic nature, that connection, that ability to get some of your best people involved, some of your best fans, and having them get ideas and provide you with input and feedback on directions that your company can go can be really beneficial and almost a requirement when you're trying to reach millennials.